college football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The offense lining up for a first down play. Here we go. Here's the handoff. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling for the first down. You get a guy who can do that on the outside, and it's sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars. The Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely fly.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Power football with the run. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Man, who says you can't run the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
The Hurricanes are on the move. He's looking to throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Hope. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. just outside the red zone. If they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early on this opening drive for them. They're doing a nice job running the football there on third down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
The Canes will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. That's caught. It's Frederick. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now. Right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver. Put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit, too, and got to hold on to that thing.
And the Canes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's not
Caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And they're able to make the tackle.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
It's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass on the way. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Back to throw. It's locked. Fires to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. LSU quick to the line.
When they pick up the first against zone coverage, the biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. A designed run for the quarterback. Gets away from one, finds some space. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much. And even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I love to this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow minimal gain. No first down.
He wants to pass it on second down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Pocket starts to collapse. Waste no time getting the timeout call. They're just treating the entire stadium as if it's four-down territory. Odd decision here to go for it. Fourth and Vic throws toward the end zone. Fires and picked off. Bringing it back. And the freshman just showed those great ball seals and snatched it right out of the air.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Finds his big tight end. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route runs. Beating man coverage, you can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
To the air on first down. Using the quick game. Line getting set on second down. They'll give it to the back. Hard running there. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Canes moving quickly to the line.
That's a nice-looking run, man. And what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Second down coming up. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On second down, he's looking downfield. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
On second down, wants to throw it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Oftentimes, defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He finds his man. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And the Hurricanes will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his big tight end. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, this tight end, he's got size, and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
The Hurricanes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hurricane! He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit. A guy that's so good with the football in his hands. A guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when he gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches it.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can improve. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Dropping back. It's Love. Getting some heat. Going to try to get it himself. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Back in this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a lunch. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half. We'll head to the locker room. They'll adjusting. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Still on his feet at the 45. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set for the second half kickoff. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
From the gun, the running back has it. They open the lane and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. You can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense, but now they got a manageable situation.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes his connection. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And the Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's McLeod. Shakes off the defender.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Feeling some heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
A 1st down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. The give to the running back from the shotgun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
It's Love. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was They'll try to convert on 4th down. 1 for 2 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got him, and they convert. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Clemson made it look easy, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Tigers. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a 1st down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, then something can start to build.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Pressure coming. Finds a man on the right. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon on this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
The Canes with the 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Shakes off the tackle. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior.
1st down, you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. The give to the tailback. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll try the run. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. He'll run it again. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They'll test the right side. At the 20, he is smashing people. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Two of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on second and goal. They'll immediately call timeout. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. On the move. Touchdown, Miami! They move on top here on the fourth. Speed behind center cannot be stopped, and the defense really can't even contain it.
No, especially when the offensive coordinator knows how to use it. You got a quarterback that can run like this, use him early and often.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Going for the return. He took the risk, bringing it out of the end zone, and he'll go out of bounds at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points there, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field. I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
After that last incompletion, here's second and 10 from their own 20. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. LSU right back to the line. Off the RPO, complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Down to possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. On the jet sweep. Looking for room at the 40. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, go in full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Past the 25. He's at the 10. Touchdown LSU. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. These two teams just trading body shots and haymakers.
And we We talked about it all week. These two teams, just great teams going at it. Who's going to make the plays late? Who's not going to make the plays? But we knew this was going to be a huge battle because these teams are so good and so evenly matched.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. Fair catch called for and made. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. He's brought down solid. Pick up a little bit short of the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Just destroying his way through the field. Guys, he's up to 103 yards on the ground for them so far, has his eyes set on that 1,400-yard mark.
And how about the 3rd down run play? And this is an offense that they can do a lot of different things, so they make you guard the whole field, but you might want to start with that running back. And he makes the big play, gets the 3rd down conversion, gets him a new set of downs.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. The give to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on 3rd down. It's 56 yards out from here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
Right, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Leaves it with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've put together a pretty good drive, but this 8th play brings up a 3rd and 9. They'll go to the air. Trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
It is a nerve-wracking feeling as a football player when the game comes down to your kicker. And he has to come through, and Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college football, no field goal is automatic. But there's no college kicker situation here. He drills that right through the uprights. And, David, it looks like his team's getting the dub.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, you look at the clock, they've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
Wants to throw. It's locked. He wants a big play here late. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one as they'll come up short in this game. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese, making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse, just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week. These 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.